instead of, I don't know, just getting them properly checked, instead of having a bunch of stay-at-home moms like half-ass guessing the choices and coming up with like, oh, you're in popsicles or whatever. Get him to a doctor! God! Me being an asexual trans man. My family telling me that I will never find true love, and marriage and children are only reason for women to live. How could you not take on such beautiful, modern, inspirational stuff? What a tragedy. Not very happy with your choice to show up to meet the teacher intoxicated. You know my feelings. Lack of self-control and care. You drove a car with your family drunk. Not setting a good example for me, a new driver. That's terrible and there's no excuse. Then stop. Okay, you do the same. What? Enjoy your time with mom. Sorry for any issues I caused. What do you do the same? That's like the embarrassing time when the waiter comes with your food and like, enjoy your food, and you're like, the same to you, and like, oh damn, I can never come back here again. But with like drunk driving. So it's just really bad. What are you doing? Cease. You're not only meeting the teacher intoxicated, which is questionable to begin with, you're also driving your family drunk. Jesus, it's just so many levels of nuh-uh. My dad, out of nowhere, brought up how funny it was that I got angry at him years ago because he voted against gay marriage. I am no longer talking to him after this exchange. As far as I'm concerned, we are no longer related. You can have your beliefs the frick away from me. Really, I can't vote how my heart feels. Not dumb at all in any way, champ. I will always tell everyone I know how much I love you. Being hated by you is a lifetime thing anyway, so your words are not hurting me anymore. Fine. I will let you live your life and wish you all the best. Careful that you don't end up more racist and sexist than all the people you don't like and hate for believing how they want to as you do, sweetie. I'll leave everything I own to other people and things that I will appreciate my effort. I'll always love you. Goodbye and hope you always do well. I find that so weird. Like, it feels like people like this always conflate the kind of stuff like, ooh, I am not gay, so I have to vote against gay marriage. Like, no, people can do things on their own. I think you would probably be equally upset if someone all of a sudden said like, nuh-uh, no straight marriage for you. Wouldn't you feel kind of like people are imposing their values on you if you suddenly couldn't marry the person you wanted? I think you would be pretty upset. Imagine how they feel. It's not a particularly difficult feeling to put like in your shoes. It's just imagine if someone came into your life, or just in the law even, and just told you like, no, you can't marry this person. I'd be furious! Are you kidding me? Yes, Dad, that's exactly what I'm saying. You can't vote against gay marriage and also love/support me. That is 100% correct. You have to choose believing against gay marriage or having a relationship with your daughter. That is your choice to make. You can die on that hill by yourself. I choose my rights over supporting your beliefs. I would rather live on the streets than accept money from you anymore. Supporting your... It's such a weird thing. Like, my beliefs says I don't have to respect you or even like have your back when it comes to, you know, basic human rights, but you have to respect my beliefs, even though my beliefs literally include disrespecting you. It's not a two-way street, is it? Not that I would, because I'm gonna be successful and happy and proud to go to my friends' weddings when they get married, regardless of their sexuality. Cool. Love is not conditional, champ. I will love you wherever it is that you choose to go. If we never see each other again, then there will be sad. But it's what's happening these days with intolerant ideologies and such. I believe that I love my daughter and I'll accept whatever you choose to do with your life, be it gay or straight or whatever. I'll never be gay. It's good. No one's asking you to. What? I love you with my heart, sweetie, and always will. My beliefs are mine and I accept that yours are yours. But their beliefs are not imposing on your lifestyle in the least. Their belief is simply like, hey, can you not impose on my lifestyle? That's the only belief. What? Shame you can't do the same for me, but hey, that's just life. Yeah, shame you can't do the same for me. How can you try to take a high horse? Oh, no. All good, block away, champ. I'll tell everyone and show them these texts from you. Hope that you're okay with everything. Your ankle okay. Bye, Dad. And then they just keep going on rants. Your body too, sweetie. Your own great-grandmother on your mom's side confirmed what you look like my mom when we were 1 week old, and I will never change no matter how many tats or piercing you get. You'll never change who you are and just live in denial and follow everyone else's dreams. That's like a weird way of saying I will always love you as a child, but it's more like a threat or like a trap. It's like, haha, you will always have my genes. That's all right. That's an interesting take. Wow. Post by mother of Texas student who assaulted teacher.
I got you, my baby, my king. 10 days will go by fast.
That's probably not the take you should have as a parent if your child is assaulting people. That's nah. My mother is blatantly stalking me and had the audacity to get mad when she found out I turned location services off.
Please call me when you're able to.
I am doing homework right now. What do you want?
I'd like to talk to you.
I don't care. I'm busy, so just tell me over text.
So yesterday I was trying to find out what building your chemistry class was in, and I could not find it on Blackboard. I checked your Find My to see what building, and it showed up that you were not on campus at all. That's why I asked you to show me how to check grades. Chemistry is one of your difficult classes, and cutting that class so early in the semester is not good. Why? As I said last night, you have many resources for help with classes.
This sounds absolutely exhausting. I'm assuming you're like in college or something, and that's a weird amount of over controlling. I would take multiple steps back if that was the case. Like, there is a distinct difference between, caring and being genuinely interested in someone's life, especially someone in the family, and being overly controlling with it. Demanding to know someone's exact location and kind of micromanaging their life is not the same as being genuinely interested and supportive. One is voluntarily for the receiving end, the other one is imposed on them, which usually most people don't respond to positively over. So even if you want to be involved to a great extent, that's not the way to go about it. Nobody will respond positively to it. A year after my dad's death, my stepmother fishes for attention on Facebook.
A year ago, they told us you were getting a transplant and filled us with false hope. I'm not looking forward to Friday. I've struggled with looking forward after your family did to me the past year, but I'm trying my best. Seeing all these happy anniversary and happy birthday posts are knives to my heart. I've been working to get ready to have your memorial to release myself this year of mourning you. I'm going to keep going and now start to go out in public more, but you always on my mind, missing you, loving you, laughing about our fun times and adventures. We did a lot in 8 years. I just wish you were here every night when I climb into a cold, lonely bed. I wish your family could have helped love and support me through losing you, but that's what I always say. It is what it is. Now it's very plain to see why you were so ill with how ugly your family has treated your memory and me.
Oh, dear. I was like, in the first part of this, you're like, okay, someone is grieving. They're like, okay, it's a couple of stones tossed there, and it's a bit unnecessary, but sure, you're emotionally compromised. It happens. People say things they regret when they're in vulnerable states. But the last part is just oh no.
I love you from every corner of my soul. That doesn't change for me. I hope this really is an afterlife so we find each other again. But your family's very ugly and frick them all, but that's the best way to post on Facebook.
What? Why are you making this public? This is so strange. Birthday call from mom as relayed to sibling. She ended up telling me that doctors are on trial at The Hague for vaccinating people. They're not, I checked. And that the secret world government is going to exterminate 50% of Earth's population by the end of next year. I basically said, I don't care, and she got mad. Happy birthday to you, anti-vax, yippee-doo. My mother found out I am gay. She's okay with it as long as it's not her children. But then you're not really okay with it, are you?
Open your eyes. Be safe. Don't be manipulated. I will always be here. Door will always be open. You are in a dangerous place, though, and I'm really worried the glitter mines are not to be trifled with. And if you're going to treat me like this, then I can chat with your dad. Let's see what he thinks, and I want to pay for the car and your insurance. If what you are doing is so successful, then he can pay your way. That's not okay.
I'm not being manipulated.
Open your eyes. It's not normal what you're doing or how you're living. Waking up. She is manipulating you, and she will push you to the side as soon as she is bored with you, and you will lose everything. This is not Blorp.
They talk about it as if it's the dark side in Star Wars, right? But instead of like, join the dark side, it's like, join the rainbow side. We have fabulousness and rainbow-themed cakes. The horror.
I am done with this. Blorp is wrong and it's disgusting. It's not what I want for my daughter. You're living in some fantasy world. Your dad is going to be so upset and disgusted too.
Oh, that's the way to bring your child back, isn't it? Call them disgusting. You have a way with people.
And he's going to blame me. Your gran and granddad will be killed.
What are you talking about? What?
Just yuck. You should be moving back home, clean slate and start over, get away from these crazies. And I should be texting Blorp to tell her how disappointed and disgusting this whole situation is. And maybe Blorp should know how.
So she's okay with the gayness as long as it's not her own kids.
I smell a little bit of boot there, isn't it? A little bit of stanky boot.
Dad.
What time do you expect to be home? Okay, I need to unload the compressor by myself.
A couple of hours at least.
Okay, thanks. I'm glad you have friends.
Isn't that a good thing? Is it? They have a social life? Is that a good? What? Text from my mom sent to my dad and I after he said no to driving her around today. Light mode is mom to dad, dark mode is mom to me. Last page is explanation.
So I just wanted to hang out with you today. Sorry. We'll find furniture without you, I guess. Emojis. I'm sorry that you don't want to find snuggle furniture with us today. Come get our kid. We didn't want to shop with you anyways. 100. Imagine aren't good enough to spend time with you in area 100 freaking rock. Bye. I don't need your help with finding furniture. Thank you for constantly reminding me that you have no time for me. Amazing 100. Bye 100. You're not good enough for you, Cole. I don't want to see you get either 100 and 100 shrug. I don't want to get mad and drop our kids off anymore. 100.
What's with the 100? What? Why?
You don't care about us? Go frick yourself. 100.
What is it that you think the 100 means? Like the 100%? Like
everything I say is 100%. Everything. We're going furniture shopping. We'll send pics for your approval. Maybe ask that why hasn't the one make plans with us. 100. Love you, 100 hearts. Here's your big brother and your dad finally didn't want to do anything. 100. 100. Maybe stand up for it. Shrug. Face palm. Heart. 100.
What the hell? So here is some backstory. My mom, 40, blew up at my dad, 48, and because he wasn't willing to be her Uber for one day. My mom currently doesn't have a car and is working on moving into her first apartment. My dad, on the other hand, has multiple cars and a nice little one-story house. He's worked hard for the life he has now, and he's still very slowly recovering after ending his relationship with my mom when I was 2 after she got him arrested for no actual reason. Oh, so they're not even together. And she's expecting her ex to be her Uber driver? What? My mom still constantly hits on my dad despite knowing he hates it. She's a drug and alcohol addict and has done nothing to recover. She was high at her brother's wedding and drunk at my cousin's birthday. He just turned 5. Oh god, that's so embarrassing. It sounds like she needs to get her life on track. And also it sounds like she kind of messed it up a lot. Just getting your partner arrested for no good reason. I can only assume what those allegations were about, but it ended up in divorce, and it's probably a good idea to keep your distance if that's how it ended up last time. Holy crap. My transphobic dad called the cops after I blocked him for harassing me. My dad called the cops and they stopped by my place to check in on me. Jesus Christ, that man is off the rails. Wait, how did he find where you live? He didn't have to. I'm sure he just gave them my name and they looked up my address. That's the way to check in on your child? I just called the cops. You just got swatted because I love you.
At this point, I'm the living embodiment of the horror trope of the weird shy kid who communicates with supernatural entities in their dreams. Dead name, come home and let us get you real help. We love you, but you are living in a spiritual realm that is dark and dangerous.
It's just from the trauma which you and others have caused. But what really bothers me is how you are continuously harassing me. I have blocked you and mom on Twitter, and I've made sure to block all family members. It doesn't matter if my info is public. I shouldn't have to make everything private to keep you from peering on my life. That's stalking behavior to go around blocking you like that. You made the choice that you didn't want me in your life, and I'm honestly glad you did. But since you don't want me in your life, stay out of mine. I shouldn't have to tell you this behavior is not okay. And when you want to talk to, they send the cops. That's the that'll show you that they're a stable, trustworthy person. Heck yeah, proved my point.
No one told me. I didn't create a fake account. Your info is public. I'll stop reaching out to you if that's what you wish.
That's the conclusion you came to after you called the cops on your own family member? That's alrighty then. My dad's post on Instagram. I stopped talking to him years ago. Think he might be upset that I'm trans.
Oh, look at your family protecting on your horrible rainbow. Oh, no.
Never ever in my life I've been insulted by a celebrity like I was tonight. Because my profile says I identify as a broom. If any of you veterans know, we are janitors first and killers second. Not to mention, if you watch Family Guy, I also know that inside joke. My comment on that profile are in no way transphobic or phobic for that matter. It's my sense of humor. And that's that. I am absolutely beside myself right now, blasting me on a public forum.
So you post these kind of pictures. I'm assuming you know what they mean, and and then you do the whole like I identify as an attack helicopter, and then you're angry that people call you out on your BS on social media. Yeah, I'm not very surprised.
Opening up about trauma.
That didn't happen. Stop lying for attention.
I mean, it does happen that people do things for attention. You see that online a lot with all the strange things people pull. But also going to that conclusion instantly is probably not the way to go about it. And if it's inside your own family, if someone would do something like this purely for attention, even considering for a second that that's actually the reason why, there are probably some issues there that need to be resolved anyway. If you're genuinely concerned about it, let him talk to someone about it. If you're genuinely so eager to like disprove it, just let him talk to a therapist and like, there you go. Then you can get to the bottom of it, if it actually is trauma or if it might be something else. Talk to them about it, help them resolve it, have a dialogue. Assuming everything is just lies and manipulation is probably not the best way to initiate it in the first place. Well, laddies, lads and lasses, I do hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And I do hope you have an amazing rest of your day because you do deserve it. And I will see you in the very near future. Take care. Mwah.
It is I, Gaycation Emotional Support Demon, just enjoying my day in the pool.
It is I, Insane Parent Emotional Support Demon. How dare you infect the pool with the gay trademark?
Oh no! Yeah, but then you fly away because no one overpowers the gay agenda. Good evening, laddies, lasses, and lasses. Welcome to the click. You smell absolutely astounding today, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. They would be grossly unhinged, quite like my intros. Speaking of unhinged things, have you heard about insane parents? I mean, how could you have missed it? I've been making videos about it for 5 years. For some reason, it doesn't seem to end, which is great for me because otherwise I wouldn't have a job. But oh man, sometimes you wish it would end, wouldn't you? So let's dig into some insane parents together and laugh about it and talk about it because it's kind of important and also sometimes a little bit funny. Enjoy.
10 years ago today, I lost my baby to the deep state angry emoji, broken heart emoji. The courts call it justice. But let's be real, it was a kidnapping. My own son, I will never call him anything else, lied under oath, twisted the truth, and stole my child from me while the system just stood by and helped him do it.
Wait, hold on, wait a second. So you claim that your own son lied under oath to get away from you? Okay, I'm wondering if there's like just a little bit tad more context to the story.
CPS, corrupt judges, crooked lawyers, the LGB 123 plus cult.
There we have it, baby. There we have it. You don't even have to read between the lines. It's straight on top of the line.
They all played a part in tearing my family apart.
Ah, yes, indeed. All those gay, corrupt judges. I forgot about those.
And when I tried to speak the truth in court, I was silenced, told to sit down, threatened with jail time.
Okay, if you're literally in court discussing like a family case, you have to push it pretty far for the judge to tell you to sit down and shut up, or otherwise they will literally throw you in jail. What exactly did you say, and how loud did you say it, and what kind of body movements did you do while saying those things?
All because I refused to go along with the fantasy that my son in a dress is somehow a mother now.
Wait a second, this repaints the whole thing. I thought this was a case about being a legal guardian for a child, like losing custody over your child in like a legal divorce battle or something like that. But that isn't the case. This woman in this story has a trans daughter, right, who she insists on dead naming in this post, by the way, a little bit further down, who also has a child of their own, and most likely, you know, another partner and is maybe married and stuff like that even. So this story is actually not about a legal guardianship, which is what I assumed in the beginning of the story. This is most likely a restraining order by the kid who has a child of their own at this point. Oh my god, man.
Dead name isn't a mom. He isn't a woman. He is a mentally ill man playing make-pretend with my daughter and acting like he deserves applause for it.
Wait, playing make-pretend with my daughter? Wait, I am so confused.
And now, 10 years later, he parades around in dresses with his T-word boyfriend and my daughter like there's some kind of perfect little family. Now she calls him mom?
Wait, hold on a second. Wait. No, I completely misunderstood the story. Like twice, because it's so insane and incoherent. This isn't about a trans kid who is getting a restraining order towards a parent, right? This is actually this woman and this trans woman who had a kid previously, and now they're in like court proceedings because this woman is obviously nuts and is losing custody, and now instead she's coming after her ex and their new partner. That's what this is about. Oh my god, it's so incoherent. I misunderstood the story twice.
He gets to erase us, rewrite history, and I'm supposed to just smile and move on? No more! Like an empowered female, I write angry posts on Facebook. I have retained legal counsel in exploding emojis, and not just any lawyer, one of the few left with a spine, a MAGA attorney who's not afraid to take on the woke mob. You really went down that route, huh? This is like the parent equivalent of becoming like an alt-right grifter on YouTube. Bruh. The radical liberal agenda and the corrupt institutions that let this happen in the first place. We are done playing nice. We are done being polite.
Who's us? Who's we?
Filings are being prepared, motions are coming. I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to light and get my daughter back to where she belongs. Not with a couple delusional T-words playing in house in liberal California. Cloud emoji. They thought they could silence me, but I have my secret weapon, Facebook. They thought they could erase me, but I am still her mother and I am not going away. Pray for us. This is what Jesus wanted, hiring some freaking scummy attorney to harass the shit out of your ex because I lost custody. All in the name of Jesus.
Oh my god, this story is deranged, man. This story is deranged, and those little emojis at the end of every little section just adds to like the mwah of it. Man, I hope the family's doing okay. This woman is obviously unhinged. You know it's bad when the story is so poorly written that you misunderstand it 3 times, right? At first you think it's a custody battle over a trans child. Then you think it's like, oh, it's an adult child who is trans who had to get a restraining order. But no, then it turns out it's their ex who is trans, and the whole thing was about the kid they had together, and now they're like attacking and harassing the ex and their new partner. Like, man, it's so incoherent. It's amazing.
When my son, who lives with my ex, comes to visit, he says things like, my dad and my cousins in front of my husband and his family, and to me. I feel like he's trying to create drama. We ignore it, but it irks me. It's starting to feel like he's bringing my ex's toxic influence into my home. Maybe I'm triggered, but I'm starting to get more stressed out the longer he's here.
Wait a second, so the kid is calling his biological dad his dad. And that's the kid bringing drama into the household. Who's being the toxic one? How old is the kid in this instance? I'm picturing he's like 5 or something like that. Don't get me wrong. 5-year-olds can certainly push boundaries or whatever, but they usually don't have these sort of like schemes going on. Like, oh, if I call my biological dad in front of my mom's new husband, then that will create drama and it will make him feel small and inadequate. You know, that's not really 5-year-olds, you know? It's more of like a Disney villain that you have somehow projected onto your own kid, and then you're calling someone else toxic. Man, that's kind of ironic. Mother, 47, has been choosing boyfriend, 27, over me, 17. Those are sure some age ranges, huh? For the past 13 years, my mother's abusive boyfriend has been in my life and seen as a parent. Seen as a parent from that day? Like 13 years ago, he was 14. This story has so many weird layers to it. I watched him graduate high school, and before that, rode the school bus with him. This is like, you know, like a rotten onion that has a lot of layers, but it's all really stinky and weird. He has been with me for a long time. He was always weird to me and would cause my mother horrible panic attacks that looked like seizures from how badly she'd be shaking and screaming. I was the only way to calm her down, so she relied on me for her mental health. That's also not a good thing. Like, it's one thing to be supportive inside the family when there are like medical emergencies and stuff, but like having your kid be your only like support and crutch for your own mental health is like, that's really bad. You should probably seek out help elsewhere, you know? It had been on and off with him living with us. She would kick him out or he would leave and go do drugs. But she always chose his mental health and well-being, taking him back after some insane story. Like the most recent, he was kidnapped and escaped. This destroyed both my mental health and hers, and after a weird moment of physical contact with me, I finally got sick of it. I had to tell her, and of course, she chose his side again. I'm trying to cut contact, but it's hard not to check on her, especially with all these bad dreams. Mom.
So, I do not understand if you have no valid reason to avoid me. Why are you doing so? But it's very hurtful. I'll leave you alone. Call me if you need me. I love you.
It also struck me as really insane that imagine you're riding on the school bus with like some older kids, right, from the same neighborhood, and there's like some 14-year-old, and they're all of a sudden supposed to be like your step-parent. Isn't that like an insane thought? The stepdad hugged me at the gas station, and his hand lingered on for a hips moment too long. I've demonstrated on it many people, and they've said it was sexual and weird for him to do so, which instantly destroyed all trust I had in him. And I am back to being upset that you have brought him back countless times when all he will do is hurt you, hurt us again.
Oh my god, no, not accurate, not okay.
Dad said if he saw him do it, he would have been dead.
So excited to see his daughter. Oh my god, this is so not right.
His hand slid down my hips before I pulled away.
It was a dad hug, Blorp. No, it was love of a child.
Are you defending this, or are you saying that you show the same love language towards kids yourself? This is an insane thing to put in writing. I don't trust him.
So ignore me.
It was so weird, and he's done weird things before in the past.
No, he's not perverted. He is not into anyone but me.
No way. This mom is actually in denial about the stepdad, who's 20 years younger, by the way, being creepy towards her kid because she would be too jealous of her own kid to acknowledge that the stepparent is being a creep. Holy family issues, Batman. I was sitting on his lap at the age of 7 years old. He was tickling me, and I felt his poking me. Oh my god.
His pee-pee is huge. What? Limp.
Oh, she's still talking about the private parts. That's great.
You're not right, my love.
It was hard.
It was not. Please stop. This is overboard and not accurate.
She's actually doubling down on this. The mom is actually so insecure that she cannot acknowledge that the step-parent would be a creep because it makes her insecure that he's into someone else. Maybe the jealousy should take like a little bit of a back seat, and you need to acknowledge that he's just a big old predator, you know? Maybe that's what a sane person would do, no? It's a core memory.
Blorp, stop. This is crazy madness. Please stop.
I don't trust him at all, and I have not been able to talk to you because I did not know how to tell you.
His pee-pee is huge.
Here we go again.
His pee-pee is huge, and he loves you like a daughter.
Yeah, you know, stepdad's pee-pee is just so humongous and massive. But he loves you like a daughter. That's not a sentence I thought I would ever be forced to read in my entire damn life. Oh my god, it actually keeps going.
This isn't right. I'm so sorry you're having these thoughts, but you are playing games with your own head.
So her apology is that I am sorry you're nuts and imagining these things. Wow, what a supportive parent. And I don't trust that he won't hurt you again or leave you.
He would never hurt a child that way, because he's still being abused.
I dream of him doing horrible things to you and me. I don't believe that he was kidnapped. I don't believe he's changed. You said look at him and see the change, but I saw the same man, desperate to have someone to manipulate again. I cannot trust him, Mom. I have kept it in because it would hurt you. You trust him so much and want that for me too. I don't. I won't. I can't. 13 years is far too long, and you were finally happy without him again, swearing you would never deal with that pain again. Also, they have actually broken up multiple times, and last time the mom actually said like, I'm never taking him back, only to take him back and double down on the denial of the horrible things he's doing. Man, that's great. But now you're going to. He won't change. He doesn't know how, and I don't believe he wants to. One thing that is important to point out in this is that OP is absolutely correct in saying that people like this don't really change. You know, if they have done this before, they're very likely to do it again. At this point, it's a pattern, not a one-time occurrence. And also, even if they had changed, so to say, it's not really OP's job to put themselves back in danger to try to prove to the world that this person has changed. This person has been creepy towards them and hurt them and their family in the past. It's not your job to put yourself back in danger because someone promises that they have changed. I mean, at some level, I hope they change, because that means they won't hurt anyone else in the future, but it's not up to you to prove that. It's not up to you to put yourself back in danger with someone who hurt you in the past to prove that they have changed. That logic is absolutely whack. The only advice I could really offer in a situation like this is to make sure you stay as far away from it as possible, both from him and from your mom. Because the sad truth is that your mom is probably a victim of his manipulative behavior as well, but she's also become an enabler of it. And you can't really put yourself in that situation because it will always be 2 against 1. And your safety comes first. She has to choose to move on, as she has chosen to done in the past, but taking him back. It's up to her to fix it and move on. And at least it sounds like your dad is still in the picture, so it sounds like you have another parent who is actually on your side that hopefully you can stay with in the meantime until this is resolved. But make sure to stay safe, because putting yourself in the middle of this is not going to help, because your mom is already in so deep that it's always going to be 2 against 1, and that isn't fair to you. You don't owe them to put yourself in danger, right? And you definitely don't owe it to him to put yourself in danger because your mom is convinced that she has changed. He has changed? Great, that's good. Maybe he won't hurt someone else in the future, but it's not up to you to put yourself in danger to try to prove it. That's insane. I wish you the best of luck. This is absolutely bonkers. Oh my god. A mom got me fired because her phone wasn't working.
Where the frick are you? You better answer me now, Birch, cause I'll freaking pull your freaking head off.
Your mom talks to you like this? She calls you a birch and threatens violence? Jesus Christ.
You're done working for him.
I'm saying, hello, your phone is the problem.
I don't give a frick. You don't work for him anymore. He told me you weren't there. So the problem is, boss name, you're done.
Alright, fine. Before anyone asks, no, she's not drunk. Just extremely aggressive, has a mood disorder, and refuses her medication. One day my mom's phone was having issues. My boss texted her saying I arrived and they went to work, but she never received it. She called me but couldn't hear me, so she assumed I was doing it on purpose and sent me those texts. See image attached. Of course, after this she decided to call my boss and scream at him for God knows how long just to get me fired. TLDR, mom calls child at work with a broken phone and then blames the child for it, threatens violence and swears at the child, and then calls the boss to scream at them to the point the kid gets fired. Man, with family like this, who needs enemies? Dear God. If there's one positive spin I always like to repeat in stories like this, which is a bit cliche, but it is incredibly true, is that once you get to a point in your life where you are independent from people like this, you will realize how much easier everything became. All of a sudden, there isn't this constant drain or walking on eggshells or someone like actively sabotaging your opportunities because they're acting like a toddler and literally screaming at your boss. Once you're completely independent from these people, life will become so easy. It will be like smooth sailing, and you're gonna be like, wow, is this how easy it was supposed to be all along? And that's when you're gonna start cruising, baby. Hell yes. This next story is not about insane parents per se, perhaps slightly neglectful parents, but it's about the kid that go down really dangerous and nasty rabbit holes on the internet, and the parents not really taking it seriously or acting upon it. So the parents themselves are more just like kind of ignorant and letting it happen, but I think it's very important to talk about, especially in a video that talks about parenting in particular, because stuff like this isn't always